What's going on? Another live. Here we are. Hello, hello. Just going to let the stream breathe for a little bit. We're celebrating today, guys. We're celebrating more Neville Goddard stuff, getting into prayer and his idea of prayer and the way to go with it. But we're celebrating 100. We have crossed the threshold. Moderator, let me know when we're all good with that thumbs up, sound and looking good. Hope everyone's having a good night. All right, and we're good. Welcome in, everybody. Maxwell Miller here, and I appreciate you guys being here with me this evening. We are celebrating 100 subscribers. And thumbs up. Congratulations. Please wait and thank you. A little bit of glitches going on. Hopefully we're still good. Everyone locked and loaded. But thank you, Masterful Healing and Change. I haven't seen you in here, so thank you so much. Thank you for being along for the journey and everything. Sharice, how's it going? What's happening? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, that 100, I feel like a lot of people will probably quit before that 100 threshold mark. I feel like that's like a good first threshold to pass is that first 100. Now we're getting to the next 100, but really the next goal is the 1,000, of course. So to get to 1,000, get moderated and all that jazz. But I'm enjoying, I don't take any of this for granted. Every single subscriber, every single moment on these live chats, all the time making the videos. I mean, being out in nature, sharing the messages I have. I mean, it's been such a blessing and unexpected. I didn't anticipate, starting this journey when I did, but life lined up and you got to go with it. When life lines up for you and it presents you an opportunity, then you got to take it. Those are the steps we got to take. So welcome in, everybody. Just going to keep letting it breathe here for a little bit, chilling out. We're getting into some more Neville Goddard talk tonight and his way of using prayer. It's a very short chapter, actually. It is literally only 3 pages long, but 3 pages could be at least 3 hours of Neville Goddard talk. So we'll see where we get. Also, just wanting to hang out with you guys as well. Celebrate you guys as much as this is a nice little moment for me getting past the 100 mark. Wouldn't be possible without all of you guys, especially at these beginning times. Every subscriber, every watch, every click, every like, every share means so much to me. So thank you to all of you who have participated in that and are watching these lives back after the fact, even after if you missed the live, these are always here for you on the channel as well to watch back. But super appreciate it. So cheers to everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Hope you guys have a nice beverage of choice. So you're nice and cozied up and just ready to kind of chill out. I say this every time, but I really do enjoy these live streams because I'm not just the guy behind the YouTube videos that you don't know. I want you guys to see who I am live. I want to be able to teach you and share with you live my perspectives, offer you different ways to look at life, to look at yourself, to look at your belief systems, just give you an opportunity to change. And if what I speak about, if what I talk about in these live streams or on my videos inspires any bit of change for you guys, then that is why I'm here. And that's why I feel so inspired to keep going and to keep doing these hangouts with all of you. And we'll just see where it all goes. But the Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday schedule has been working great for the live streams. I'm starting to post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so getting an extra day in there for you guys. So just hit the like button if you appreciate that and subscribe as well, because it definitely takes time and effort, but I love it. It's a downstream flow type of effort. It doesn't feel like pushing or forcing. And I know that because I have pushed and forced in my life when I used to live in New York City and be in the rat race and be an actor and pursuing all these dreams and goals and aspirations and everything. I would always self-sacrifice. And I'm in a blessed position where I'm able to sing for a living, to pay the bills, quote unquote, while I'm doing this until these start paying the bills, and just building this movement from a place where I feel grounded and excited for what's new and I feel supported and all of that. So big cheers to you guys for that as well. But yeah, what is today? Sunday, Sunday, January 18th already. God, it's flying by. Time flies, so we got to enjoy every bit of it. And I'll probably say this again later in the stream as well, but whenever you hit a milestone, whenever you feel like you have done something that was out of your comfort zone, was out of the box, if you manifested and synchronized with a manifestation that maybe is a little bit, it's like a small little breadcrumb towards what you're really wanting to do, but it was something that you noticed and that was positive, make sure you celebrate it in some way, shape, or form. Like tonight, I'm happy to celebrate it with all of you. But have a drink with like your friend or your partner, your significant other, your parents, whoever it might be, or just with yourself. Like buy yourself something nice, do something, because when you do that, when you actually take a minute to celebrate and notice the fact that you've done something different, you're behaving different, you manifested something, some kind of shift has happened in your life, then that is going to, if you celebrate it properly, then it's going to impress your subconscious with more momentum towards what you are celebrating. So you don't want to just say, oh, good job real quick, or just kind of let it pass you by, or say, oh, it's not a big enough synchronism. It's not a big enough of a thing to celebrate. I don't deserve to celebrate yet because I'm not to the place that I really want to be. We got to celebrate every little step of the way, because the more we do that, the more we honor ourselves for the steps we're taking, as little as they may be. Those little steps are often the biggest jumps towards change in our lives and change in ourselves and change out in the world, being out pictured in the world. So make sure that you take the time to celebrate. I'm celebrating this with you guys. And then my partner and I are going out to a really nice restaurant tonight, and we're gonna feast out, and we're not gonna worry about what we're spending, and it's gonna be great. So really appreciate that. Sharice, hi right now. Hope that counts. Of course it does. Absolutely. And I'm not trying to get everyone like plastered or anything when I say like have a drink and stuff, but I just want you to do something. If it's, smoking a little dope, if it's having a drink, if it's having some tea, whatever it might be. I just want you to be able to sit back and relax and enjoy yourself and feel like you can relax into it, because the more that you are relaxed when we're talking about these things, the easier it's going to be to seep into your subconscious and unconscious mind, so that you can start seeing it and feeling it and believing it more, and thus then letting go of old versions of you, becoming better versions of you. And we do that when we're in the most relaxed state. Just like in the past videos that we talked about, you want to be in that relaxed, drowsy state. That's like the manifestation zone. Same thing with this. That's why I just want you guys to do what you do to relax. So yeah, hi right now. Hope that counts. Sharice 420. You're living up to the name. I love it. Of course. That's awesome. Anything to relax you. Let it relax you. Anything that makes your mood lift a little bit. Give yourself, I want these live streams, this hour or so that we do 3 times a week, to be an opportunity for you to just tune out of whatever's going on in your life. Take an hour for yourself, relax, truly relax, be present here with me, present with yourself, be open to learning something new. We can talk, we can chat, but just be in a nice, relaxed space. So yeah, cheers. Cheers. Smoke one for me, Sharice. Okay. So we're all rewarding ourselves. We're getting relaxed. We're being in the open state of allowing that manifestation zone. So we are going to get into, we're reading Feeling is the Secret. For those of you who haven't been following along, Feeling is the Secret is Neville Goddard's, I would say, his most famous, well-known book. Everyone that knows Neville Goddard has likely heard of Feeling is the Secret. It's a very short book. This is the 8th video, and I think only the 7th video where I've been reading out of it. And we're almost done. Well, we're halfway through. There's 4 chapters. We're on chapter 3, and these last 2 chapters are even shorter than the chapters we've been reading. So highly recommend you check out the book. I'm sure, you can get it on Amazon for probably less than $10. I'll also let you know what book we're going to get into next, so that if you want to buy that, You can read along with me. You can take notes. You can highlight, underline, whatever you want to do. Might be just a little bit easier to also have a visual as all of this is happening. Because as I've said before, he's very philosophical. He talks in riddles sometimes, Neville Goddard. Every sentence is just like so potent with stuff that we could talk about for a very long time. You guys, Sharice and others, have witnessed how long it takes to just get through like a paragraph. So it's really cool. It's really fun to dive into it. I honor you guys and thank you guys for taking the time to open so much to me that you're even willing to be open to something, at least new ways of thinking is a little weird. It's not fresh. It's awesome that you're just open for it, because all this is just offering. There's no shoulds, there's no pushing or anything like that. And yeah, and I get into a lot of it in my videos as well. So make sure you check those out as well. I don't necessarily reference Neville Goddard directly and all of that, but it's very Neville Goddard driven. And I take you out in nature and everything like that. So if you haven't checked out some videos, definitely go check those out. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into it. Already 12 minutes into this. It's flying. Okay, I got to get going. All right. Feeling is the secret. Chapter 3, prayer. This is not religious prayer. You will find this will be a new way of looking at prayer, a way that you can use prayer in a positive way instead of what many people use it as. I want to say negative, but it's not a way that serves them best, because a lot of people, and we were taught it a lot, is prayer is just asking God for favors, basically asking God for miracles, asking God for this and that, and getting on our knees and hoping that God answers our prayers that we really need answered. And that will not be that will not be in the contents of these chapters. So I just want to preface it with that. Nothing, if you guys are in that stage and that's how you vibe, it's all good. Not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that I believe and I have found that there are better ways to utilize prayer. How it was actually meant to be utilized is how Neville Goddard describes it here. So let's go. Prayer, chapter 3. Prayer, like sleep, is also an entrance into the subconscious. There you go. So here's the Bible quote. And I actually have where it's from, so you guys can check it out as well if you have a Bible on you, or if you want to after the fact. But when you pray, enter into your closet, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father, which is in secret, and your Father, which is in secret, shall reward you openly. And that is Matthew chapter 6, verse 6. If you want to check that out, you can find that in the Bible. I got a King James Bible. Neville, all of his stuff's King James version of the Bible. So you'll find that in there. So now we can dissect that. So prayer, let me get this going here. God, Max, all right. Okay, prayer is an illusion. Prayer is an illusion of sleep. Okay, prayer is an illusion of sleep, which diminishes the impression of the outer world and renders the mind more receptive to suggestion from within. So we're already starting off. Prayer is not about asking for things that you don't have. Okay, that's not what prayer is. It's you getting into the receptive mode to more easily suggest and impress your subconscious with things that you want to be and become and things that you want to have. The mind in prayer is in a state of relaxation and receptivity akin to the feeling attained just before dropping off to sleep. So again, so the drowsy state before we go to sleep, for those of you guys who haven't seen the previous videos, is just that feeling that you get right before you're going to sleep, where you're nodding off, you're sort of conscious still, but like if you're ever like nodding off like this, it's that state. But we want to maintain that state as long as we can and utilize that relaxed state so that we can continue to impress in that manifestation zone that I'm talking about, where the subconscious is most easily impressed. Because again, the more relaxed that you are, the more receptive that you are. So it would behoove you to maybe do the following. You could put on some Hertz music or some meditation music No speaking or anything like that. No crazy instruments, but just something relaxing. Some people use just like the drone of a fan to just have something boring to just put their attention on and kind of get into that meditative state. Try to clear your mind for 5 or 10 minutes before getting into the drowsy state. That's going to help you, because if your mind's not running a million miles an hour about what you just did in the day or what's going to happen tomorrow, or pissed off at yourself or whatever it might be, you're not running that loop constantly as you're about to go to sleep, that's the place you want to be. So get into that meditative state to allow you into that drowsy state, where then you can impress the subconscious with prayer. So we'll keep going. Prayer is not so much what you ask for as how you prepare for its reception. It's not so much as what you ask for, but how you prepare for its reception. How do you get into the receiving mode, the receptive mode of the things that you want to be and the things that you want to have? How can you put yourself there? The best way is to quiet your mind of anything that is going to contradict what you are attempting to manifest, what you are attempting to become, what you are attempting to pray about. You don't want anything coming at you saying, oh, you're praying for no reason, or this isn't going to work, or anything like that. Be as neutral as you possibly can. So prayer is not so much as what you ask for as to how you pray for its reception. So think of prayer as getting into the state of being to receive, rather than asking and begging God to deliver something that you want or need. Whatsoever things ye desire, this is the Bible, here we go. Whatsoever things ye desire, when ye pray, believe that you have received them, and you shall receive them. You've all heard that before. Many of you, I'm sure, have heard that before. That's Mark chapter 11, verse 12. Mark chapter 11, verse 12. So whatever things that you desire, when you pray, and believe that you have received them, not that you will receive them, because I will receive it, or I hope I will, or I think I will, is you implying the fact that you don't already know that it exists, and don't already know that a version of you in another timeline is living the version of you that you want to express, and is living the version of you with all the things that you want. So you pray, believe that you have received it, and you will receive it. So this is from the Bible. Again, it's a different interpretation of it that I'm very excited to share with you guys. So let's continue. The only condition required is that you believe that your prayers are already realized. See? Believe that your prayers are already realized when you're praying. It's going to help you as well. This might be in the chapter as well, but getting into a state of gratitude that you already have, you already are what you want. You already have, and you already are that which you want. Get into a state of gratitude and appreciation. It doesn't have to be bouncing off the walls excitement. You don't have to be climaxing at it. Just have a nice, soft feeling inside of you that it is done. This is me. This is who I am. Just a quiet confidence about it. You don't have to push or force or work yourself up in excitement. Let that momentum build naturally by staying neutral, by staying calm and present, and just having a softness about you, softly being gracious and grateful, softly being appreciative, and then just see where those thoughts start taking you, and they will build momentum, and you'll eventually find yourself in a rampage of appreciation about that which you want to be and that which you want to have, and then you'll be impressing the shit out of your subconscious, and then it's just a matter of timing until it comes. But you have to keep doing it. Don't just do it once. You have to be consistent with it. You can't just achieve the feeling of the wish fulfilled one time in one moment. Congratulate yourself when you do. Take a moment to celebrate. Take yourself on a walk, buy yourself something nice, whatever it is. Do something to celebrate the fact that you really feel and felt the momentum of that which you want start to take place without needing it to be here, right now for you to appreciate it. If you do that, holy cow, that is the biggest victory ever, and you got to celebrate it. All right. Your prayer must be answered if you Your prayer must be answered if you assume the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of your objective. The moment that you accept the wish as an accomplished fact, the subconscious finds means for its realization. Does that make sense? Do you hear that? Let me know if you're confused. Chat in the comments. Don't be shy, guys. Introduce yourself. If you want to just talk about something completely random, that's fine. If you have a question about anything that I'm reading, question about me, anything, this is a safe place. No right or wrong answers or statements. Just to. Don't force yourself to. But if you do have like something that you want to add or comment on or question or anything that you want to stick to Neville Goddard, I want you guys to feel comfortable share that's happened to you recently, that you've manifested, or belief system you've let go of and what the results have been because of that. Please share that here. It's not only going to help me, but it's going to help the people who are watching this live and watching it back later. So just sit with that. Just be with that. Be with yourself. We're chilling. No pressure. Again, we're chilling, relaxing. So don't freak yourself out. I just want to hear from you guys. I want to get to know you. But, all right, I'm going to read that again. Your prayer must be answered if you assume the feeling that would be yours were you in already possession of your objective, who you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to see in the world. The moment that you accept the wish as an accomplished fact, the subconscious finds means for its realization. So the second that you accept and find resonance and give yourself permission to feel the wish fulfilled that you want, the subconscious, which is, if you want to look at it, you can look at the subconscious as God, the creator. It will find a way to bring that into your reality for you to experience, to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, to actually experience. So once you accept that, you have to know that it's coming. You have to know that it's coming, but don't insist that it has to look a certain way or be in a certain timing. Don't insist on how it needs to come. That's only going to add resistance. That's only going to limit what actually could be possible. That's way better than you could have ever imagined the scenario to be that you want to become. You could be way bigger than you think you could be. You could have way more abundance than you think you could have. So the idea is not to insist upon what you're imagining has to look exactly like you're imagining it. But if you accomplish the feeling of its reality already done, then either the exact thing that you want will manifest or something far, far better. So just get out of the way, be unconditional about it, which means don't put conditions on it. Don't say that it has to look a certain way. Don't say that it has to be here by a certain time. Don't say that it has to come in a certain way. Don't do that. Just get in the feeling of the wish fulfilled and be in it for its own sake because it feels good. Just let feeling good and the sensations that you get from those imaginative acts that you're creating in your mind that feel really good, or the new thoughts and belief systems that you're putting in place. Let that be enough. Let that be enough for now, because you're really going after the feeling. You don't want anything for any other reason than you think it's going to make you feel good. So you can choose to feel good now, and automatically, soon enough, sooner than later, those things will come into your life. But you have to be consistent. You can't just be fleeting with it. It can't be a fleeting moment of bliss. You have to consistently harness that feeling and go about your day acting as the person who already has what you want or is what you want. Okay? So to pray successfully, then, you must yield to the wish. That is feeling the wish fulfilled. So you have to yield to it. You have to give in to it. The perfectly disciplined man is always in tune with the wish as an accomplished fact. The perfectly disciplined person is always in tune with the wish as an accomplished fact. So anything that you want, know that you have it immediately. That's your discipline. That's your work. It's not that hard, but that is your work. If you need work in your life, if you're a work hard kind of person, a worker bee, work harder on yourself than you do on your career, and just watch how your life changes. Watch how things start coming to you faster and faster and faster and easier and easier and easier, and how you get into a state of joy so much faster. And then that joy perpetuates itself because something manifests or opportunity presents itself that propels you into action, which creates more manifestation that you enjoy. And then you celebrate it more, and then you keep impressing it into your subconscious. And then it just becomes sooner than later who you actually are. And then you will be unconditional. You won't need the conditions because you're already feeling great. But don't worry about the fact that if you feel the wish fulfilled, some people get caught in this. And I've talked about this in a video. I can't remember which one it is. I think I have anyways. That if you get caught in feeling like, well, let's just put a pause on that. My brain just like exploded with all that. Sometimes like so many thoughts in my brain happen at one time that it's very hard to articulate all at once. So I'm sorry about that. Let's continue. Maybe it'll come back to me. Okay. To pray successfully, then you must yield. Oh, yes. Wait, can I do this? Yield. Yes, that is the wish fulfilled. Oh, yeah. So you think that if you're in the state of being in the wish fulfilled, right, and you're being unconditional and you don't need conditions to change, some people get, and I've been in this too, like, oh, well, God or the universe is going to say like, oh, well, he or she is good because they already are unconditional. They already feel great. So why would they need the manifestations? We're just going to hold back. They're already feeling good. They're chilling. They don't need what they want. They don't need what they think that they want because they're already being so unconditionally happy. That's not how it works. So don't let that be the reason for you not to fully dive into feeling the wish fulfilled, just because you have a belief system that says, well, God or the universe is going to think, oh, well, I'm chilling then. I don't need it. I'm already happy. No, things will multiply so much faster. That will come into your life. So don't let that be something that holds you back or freaks you out. That will not happen. Only more and more will come from you being unconditional and feeling yourself into the state that you would feel if you were the person you wanted to be, or you had the things that you wanted to have, or you were living in a world and a reality that is the reality that which you seek, peace on earth, whatever it is. Live in that reality right now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't need permission from the outside. You don't need permission from people, your teachers, your parents, your colleagues, your friends, whoever. You need no permission to just live in the wish fulfilled, be unconditional. Who cares? Who gives a shit what people say or the way they react to you being different despite of conditions? Oh, Maxwell, you're acting so much differently. What's happened in your life? Nothing. I just decided to be happy because it's my birthright. Oh, really? That's kind of strange. So like you're just happy and nothing changed in your life. You just decided to change. How does that happen? That's weird. And now you can tell them. And you can tell them, and you can just remain in that state. Don't worry about, oh, well, I haven't seen anything change in his life, and I don't think anything is going to change. I think he or she is, Maxwell's just being happy and, is a little hippie tree hugging dweeb, whatever it might be that you're freaking yourself out about. Do it. Therese, enjoy your night. Celebrate and congrats. Falling asleep on myself. Oh, love it. Fall asleep in joy. Fall asleep in happiness. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night, Therese. I really appreciate you being in here, commenting on my video. That was awesome seeing you in there. Thank you for watching and everything like that. Fall asleep in the wish fulfilled tonight. Try something. Just try something that you've been wanting, something that you're feeling good about, something. Just try to imagine yourself in that situation. Something very simple and repeatable. You're already in a nice, relaxed sleep. You're already falling asleep. You're probably already in that drowsy state of sleep, that state of being. Just try it. Just loop it until you fall asleep and just see what happens. Your dad with the ladder that time, let's see if we can recreate that in another manifestation so you can keep building momentum. All right. Good night, my friend. Thank you so much for the congrats. Thank you for being here. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. So cheers, cheers, cheers. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, let's continue. Yes. Okay. So the perfectly disciplined person is always in tune with the wish as an accomplished fact. Okay. He knows that consciousness is the one and only reality. Consciousness is the one and only reality. That ideas and feelings are facts of the consciousness and are as real as objects in space. So, your consciousness, what you can see and feel and hear and taste and touch, everything that you're experiencing is as real in the subconscious, is as real in the untangible. You can't feel it yet. You can't sense it yet. You can maybe sense it with your sixth senses. You can sense it that way, but not with your physical senses yet. That's the place that you want to be. And consciousness is that. The consciousness is the one and only reality. That ideas and feelings are facts of consciousness and are as real as objects in space. Therefore, he is happiness. For feelings are the causes of the actions and circumstances of his life. I'm going to read that again because that's really powerful. Therefore, he never entertains a feeling which does not contribute to his happiness. So you're never going to entertain the feeling of failure. You're never going to entertain doubt or fear about who you want to be and the things that you want to have. You're never going to feel that way because you're going to decide not to. For the feelings are the causes of the actions and circumstances of your life. The feelings are the causes of the circumstances and actions of your life. Feeling is the secret. That's what the book's all about. Continuing on. On the other hand, the undisciplined man finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the senses, and usually accepts or rejects solely on appearances of the senses. So many of us get caught up in the senses. We get caught up in what is manifested currently, and we let that keep us from what we really want to be, what we really want to have. So the undisciplined man finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the senses, and usually accepts and rejects solely on appearances of the senses. This is people who say they have to see it in order to believe it, which is many people. And many of us have heard that throughout our entire lives, most likely from our parents and our teachers. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. Nope, you got to believe it and then you'll see it. And that's what this book is all about. This is what these teachings are all about. This is what this belief system that we are creating together is all about. So don't be undisciplined in that way. The undisciplined person finds it difficult to believe that which is denied by the senses. So if you continue to say you have to see it in order to believe it, well, then that's going to be your reality, and reality around you is never going to change. It's just going to keep cycling in a very similar way that it's always cycled and that you've always experienced. And you're going to wonder why everything is so unchanged. You're going to wonder why every day feels like Groundhog's Day, why you can't seem to get to the place that you want to be, all of these things. You can decide to be more disciplined than that and discipline your mind in a certain way that allows you to believe in yourself, to believe these laws of the universe, that like attracts like, that what you put out is what you get back, that what you feel about is what is actually real and what will actually come to you. You can decide to be more disciplined about that. So, because of this tendency to rely on the evidence of the senses, it is necessary to shut them out before starting to pray, before attempting to feel that which they deny. So, again, it would behoove you to meditate and get into a neutral state of being so that you're not circulating your old belief systems, your fears, your doubts, and bringing that into your manifestation zone, because then you're just going to continue impressing the subconscious with that, and you're never going to be able to get out of that cycle and out of that loophole of not being able to be or do or have the things that you deserve to be and do and have. So shut them out before you go into the state of prayer. Prayer is not asking for things that you don't have. It is knowing that they exist and being grateful that they already exist and that they can be experienced in your reality. Getting into the state of appreciation. So whenever you are in a state of mind of I should like to, but I cannot, the harder you try, the less you are able to yield to the wish. So the harder you try, the harder you make it on yourself. The harder you try, the more resistance you put in your own way. The harder you try, the harder life becomes. That's why this is all about getting into that state of flow, that state of peace, that state of allowance, where things naturally come to you. Things naturally come to you. So, the harder you try, don't try so hard. Relax into it. Let it be easy. Let it be simple. Let it be fun. You never attract that which you want, but always attract that which you are conscious of being. You never attract what you want. You attract what you're already conscious of being. So just look around at your life. What do you have manifested in your life right now already? Recognize that and know that you created that the same way that you can create things that you really want in your life. It's all the same. You use the same tools, you use the same principles, you use these same laws to create exactly what you have going on in your own life. So if you've done that, you can do it with things that you prefer as well. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. When the senses confirm the absence of your wish, all conscious effort to counteract this suggestion is futile and tends to intensify the suggestion. So when the senses confirm the absence of your wish, all conscious effort to counteract what's already manifested, to counteract the suggestion, to counteract what is already manifested is futile and tends to intensify the suggestion. So it tends to intensify what you are already doubting. What you already doubt will actually come to you. It's only going to intensify it. So just get out of your own way, relax about it. Don't make it hard on yourself. Get into a state of flow and you'll be just fine. This isn't rocket science. This is not something that is inherently difficult, but we are trained to make it think or look like that it's difficult to be and do and have the things that we want to be and do and have. And so we're just gently letting go of those belief systems that keep us small, that keep us down, that keep us from actually being and becoming the things that we deserve to be and become. So we got to just slowly let those things go. Prayer is the art of yielding to the wish and not the forcing of the wish. Whenever your feeling is in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor. So whatever your dominant feeling is about a manifestation or about a state of being, that will be what is dominant. That is what you will experience in your life, whatever is dominant. So you have to learn to generate more feeling and more excitement about the things that you do want being already in existence and you already being in possession of them than the dominant feeling of the absence of them or the doubt of them or the fear that they will never show up. We just have to flip to the other side of the coin and decide to believe in that way instead of the other. And our realities will change so much for the better. So the dominant feeling invariably expresses itself. Prayer must be without effort. Prayer must be without effort. So many of us put so much effort into prayer. We get on our knees, we do all these, we're praying all these beads or whatever it is, and we're being like very intense about it. Please, God, I feel like I've been doing the right thing. Please forgive me of my sins. I don't deserve this, God, but please do it. That's all getting in the way. That's all slowing everything down. That is making God outside of you instead of realizing that you are actually that which you are praying to. So that makes you in the helm of the ship. That puts you in the driver's seat. So just keep that in mind. You're yielding to the wish fulfill, not forcing the wish. Whenever you feel it's in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor. Prayer must be without effort. Yes. Okay. To yield successfully to the wish as an accomplished fact, you must create a passive state, a kind of reverie or meditative reflection similar to the feeling which precedes sleep, as you're nodding off and everything. In such a relaxed state, the mind is turned from the objective world and easily senses the reality of a subjective state. It is a state in which you are conscious and quite able to move or open your eyes, but have no desire to do so. So when you wake up in the morning and you're hitting that snooze bell over and over, that snooze alarm over and over again, and you're in that drowsy state and you don't want to wake up, that is like the perfect manifestation zone. So if you're doing that, just start looping things that you want to create in your life. Start looping gratitude and appreciation. Start looping in those new belief systems. That's the perfect state of being to be in, because you're in that relaxed state of mind. You're turning away from the objective world. You're easily impressing the subconscious. And in that state that you're conscious and you're quite able, you can open your eyes, but you don't have desire to do so. You don't want to open your eyes. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to move. That's the perfect place. That is your manifestation. The more that you can generate in that, or were the thing that you want to be or become, then the more impressing that subconscious. And it's just a matter of timing before it is out pictured in your reality, before the subconscious gives birth to what you have consciously implanted into it, impressed upon it. Okay? So let's just take that all in right now. We're in a really good place to be. Guys, we're in an awesome space. I think we'll stop reading there. We'll just chill here for a little bit longer, a few more minutes, and then I'll let you guys go. We are celebrating the 100 subscribers. I hope this resonates with you guys. If you have questions or if you want to make comments, do so now. We'll be wrapping this up shortly for tonight. I just want to say that I super appreciate everybody who has been along for the journey of these first 100 subscribers. Everyone who's taken the time to subscribe, to like the videos, to share them, to watch through them wholly, to let them allow you to feel differently, believe differently, inspire you to different actions. The fact that you've been open to things that are different and maybe uncomfortable and they're outside of your comfort zone or what you were brought up to believe is why I am doing it. It's truly my passion, my joy to share myself with you, to express myself authentically. I'm still learning. I'm still learning to do all the things that we're reading here and applying them. I think I do, have the gift of sharing it and suggesting to you the life that you can have. And I have seen it change my life, and I just want to see it change yours as well. I was stuck in the dark night of the soul. I was stuck in feeling like I wasn't deserving of what I wanted to have for a very long time. And if I can shorten the time for you guys, then that's what it's all about for me. Oh, thank you. Masterful Healing and Change. Thanks. Much enjoyed the reading. Names Cherie. Am I saying that? Is it Cherie? Let me know. Cherie, Cherry? I think it's Cherie. It's got to be. Sherry, my Sherry Amor. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you for jumping in here early. Thanks for the congrats. Thank you for being along for all of the reading. I'm glad that Neville Goddard is resonating with you. I'm glad my interpretation and everything of what I've been reading is resonating with you. I hope my YouTube videos are resonating with you as well. If you haven't checked those out, I think you would find a lot of value inside of them. But either way, no pressure. It's all good. I appreciate you being here. So thank you. And thank you for being brave and talking in the chat and everything. But yeah, I just want to reinforce the fact that I'm doing this for all of you, and I'm doing it for myself as well, because we have to fill up our own cups first if we want to pour it out into the world. If we want to be a gift to the world, we have to fill up our own cups first so that it's overflowing, so that we are already living in the wish fulfilled, so that we are being leaders of example just by sharing our light, by Shari. Yeah, right? Shari. That's got to be it. Okay, right? Is it Shar? Like Shari. All right. It's very like, I hope I'm getting that right. Forgive me if I'm not. but I appreciate it regardless. Thanks for sounding it out for me. Sometimes I need that. But thank you for being here, and thank you, everybody. I appreciate you so much, and we're going to continue this journey. Again, bye-bye. Good times. Good night. Happy manifesting. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, everybody who's watching this after the fact. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Getting past that 100 mark threshold has been awesome. It's been fun. It's been playful. And I look forward to continuing to get into the groove and sharing more and more things that help you guys and resonate and help you to take the next step in your life that you've been waiting to take. There's no more time for fence sitting. It's time for us to really be our authentic selves fearlessly without the worry about persecution from others, because that's how our light's going to shine the brightest. So thank you so much. I love you so much. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. Stay tuned for a video coming out tomorrow, Mountain Standard Time, around 4 o'clock. It's going to be a really good video. It's my best video yet. So I hope you guys enjoy it and resonate with it. And good night, guys. Cheers. Thank you so much. Take care.